Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
First down, Ravens.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Right there, 54. 43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Sanders, the ball.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a carry for Sanders. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And 3.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 70.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Number 53. Mike 53. All day punt. Mike 53. Let's go, D. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambo will put this one through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Get off the field.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 9.
From 3 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Browns 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Browns 3.
On the ground, Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Down back at the 4-yard line.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 9.
From 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
15. Browns 3. Will Lutz set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Back to the man.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
47-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
6-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
It shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Sanders. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the fourth.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 28.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Sanders toss left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a gain of 4. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Right now.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
The onside kick.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
21-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He's going to try and take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
58, the money. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce. He's checking. Hey, 43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Now Mahomes being chased out left. Now that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Right over there. Yeah.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes will try again on second down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
6-yard line.
Once again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
4 yards.
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Set the tone, defense. Cowboy 80. Defense, let's go.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
You can't block me.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Myles Garrett.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Got his target, Samuel. Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
12. At the 12.
Another run here with Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Mahomes going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
17.
But going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back. Push him back.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep...